In this video, we'll show you how to adjust for a secondary daylight zone. Sometimes there'll be configurations where there's a single daylight sensor, there's a primary zone that's close to a window, and then a secondary zone that's farther into a room that will still benefit from some daylight control. But we need to adjust it because we don't want to trim it too much using the same daylight sensor. So to do that, we select our daylight sensor input. We have zone 1, which is our primary zone, and we'll add zone 2 as our secondary zone. Next, we'll go to the control tab. In the control tab, there's a group of spin boxes, one for each zone on the relay panel. This is the daylight zone scale factor settings. And what we want to do here is zone 1, the primary daylight zone, will be 100% affected by the daylight sensor control. However, zone 2, which we set up as a secondary daylight zone, we don't want this to be affected as much by the daylight sensor. So I can't show you in this video exactly here, but what you would do is in the room that's being affected, with zone 1 and zone 2 at 100% lighting, with 100% of the daylight expected, use the zone 2 control here in the spin box, and this is a live setting, and just simply use the up and down controls on the spin box to adjust the lighting in the secondary zone. So as you lower the scale factor, the lighting in your secondary zone, zone 2, will dim brighter. So we're not making this zone, it's not as affected by the daylight sensor. So in this case, maybe we want to do 50%. So zone 2, or secondary daylight zone, is affected by only 50% of the daylight sensor. Once this change is made, simply hit the Store DASC button. And that stores that change, that live change that we just made, to the relay panel.